Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've been here. Look, it says I have 493 followers. It's been so long I don't remember how many followers I have. Anyways, we are back painting minis on New Zealand Wednesday nights. Let me turn down that screaming in my ears a little bit. Good to be back. I'm gonna paint a gobbo tonight again. Drink a beer, relax. Probably not spend too much time doing this. I'll do some shout outs first. I'll shout out the audio. Hey, I am back. I am back. Super stressed though. Who just followed? Diadems resubscribed. Hey Diadems, thank you. 2 years we've been doing this. Good God. Wow. Good to see the both of you. I know the Grey League's probably working on tomorrow night's game. Yeah. Back. Good to be back. Good to see you all. I have to admit though, I'm stressed out on work stuff. God. So stressed out. Aiden Shark. Hey. Woof. Aiden Shark, welcome. This is Wednesday night New Zealand, where we paint minis, D&D minis, and on Sunday midday, we play live D&D around the table. And we have been gone for a while, but I'm back, and so doing that now. And this Sunday, we'll be playing our Greyhawk-based campaign here at home with all our terrain and miniatures. In Grey League, we have a spot if you want. Okay. I'm good, Aiden Shark. Where are you from? Do you play D&D? You paint minis? I can also shout out... Well, I'll wait for that. It'll come anyways. Yep. And again, thanks, Diadems, for hanging in there, even though I've been gone for about 4 weeks now. 3 weeks maybe, I can't remember. But thanks, Diadems, for your constant support. Wow. Right, okay. Got a beer going. I got this gobbo here. I actually got a Father's Day gift while I was away. And that Father's Day gift was a vortex shaker. Which is... It's a plug-in version. This guy here, a vortex shaker. Shake my paint. Let me put that back in there. Jesus. I've unplugged it. Okay. So I'm gonna get some black and do this kind of bit of black. And so you do play online, that's fine. And now finally, I've complained about a vortex shaker for years. I finally got one. Actually, Lona Loki's work colleagues is my wife, is a miniature painter, and Loki hears me talking about vortex shakers, and he got one and said it was worth it. So I think that Loki realized I wasn't just complaining for complaining's sake, but it actually is an item that's useful. And so, but I do often complain for complaining's sake. I haven't wanted it for a while. I don't know. Never got around to buying it. I don't know why. Anyways, here it is. You can't even really hear it. Vortex shaking as we speak. Right there. That's the vortex shaker. It works best if you put it point down. So you play, what kind of D&D do you play, Aiden Shark? Do you play in a particular campaign world? What rule set do you play? Are you a player or DM? Both? I don't know if the Vortex Shaker does anything really, but I think so. Homebrew and DM. Well, we got a couple DMs here. Okay, yeah, I'm slapping black paint on this guy. And then I'm going to do it some gray on it. So this is a paint slap. That's what this is right now. So don't be offended. Thanks for being here, Grey League 2, while you're prepping games. And Aiden Shark, what part of the world are you in? You don't have to answer, I'm just always curious. Where people are coming from. I am not from New Zealand, even though this is where I live. You might be able to tell that by my accent. I should be putting some water on this stuff, but these are some goblin minis that I bought off a guy online. So I don't know where they come from, but some have told me these are probably Warhammer goblins. But I don't know, I don't play Warhammer, so I'm not really certain. They're not your standard whiz kids, for certain, or Reaper, and that kind of stuff. You're just in the US. Well, I'm from the US. A West Coast boy. Let's try to get this. So I'm painting this guy black. I could have done this before, but I haven't got around to because I have been so busy with work stuff, dying at work, just dying. I could have painted this black and then dry brushed it white before going on stream, but you know, now you get to see the real nitty-gritty process. Start to finish. So Aiden Shark, if you're in the US, it's late there. Maybe you're on the West Coast, where it still is probably late. 5 hours ahead maybe right now on the West Coast. So maybe it's about 12:40 at night. My calculations are correct. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get this all this black on this guy. Jeez, this is gonna be a hard model to paint. 1:40. Okay, it's 6 hours off difference then. We're 7:40 p.m. Wednesday night here in New Zealand. God, we're gonna change time here soon in New Zealand, aren't we? Gonna spring forward shortly. It's about that time of year. Well, I'm from the west. I'm from Seattle area, so that's why I know the west coast of the U.S., but not much else. Grey League, have you traveled in the U.S. at all? I forget. Why Utah? You're not a Mormon. You're not a Mormon, are you? If you say you're a Mormon, that's a whole new dimension to your character, your personality I didn't know about. Okay. I should have my hair dryer so I can dry this guy. So you visited Mormons. You're a Mormon visitor. Not a Mormon, not a full-time Mormon. So you were studying the Mormons. What do they do at their Sunday services? It's kind of. I'm so non-religious. I've been to about 10 church services in my life, and 8 of those are in Samoa. 100% sage, a studier of Mormons. That's very good. That's very good. Um, I'm gonna go quickly get my hair dryer so I can dry this guy quickly. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. This is the only time I'll really have to use the hair dryer, but I just slapped black on him. And now I want to dry that quickly so I can dry brush him in white. And then, oh, Graylig's quite a campaigner. I'll let him answer that, but I should, if it hasn't come up yet. Okay, Aiden Shark, that auto chat, which came up just below your question, that is the Greylig's YouTube channel. I suggest you go there and subscribe and like it, because the Greylig does a series of videos on various aspects of the Greyhawk campaign world. So the same world, it's on the map there, just behind me, you can barely see it. I can switch that around a bit so you can see it better. And Greg's also a DM. He game masters a game that I play infrequently. One shots in Greyhawk using Pathfinder's rule set. He also occasionally plays in my Greyhawk 5e game. But he's been going for, as he says there, 30 years nonstop. Graylig, you must have been a player besides your offhand playing in my campaigns before. Was there any time when you were... Didn't you say you began by playing in your brother's campaigns? I'm going to mute so I can hair dryer. Sorry, mute's off now. So I'd hair dried this guy, so he's just been black, base coated. Now I'm gonna gray dry brush him, and then white dry brush him, and then we can start actually painting him. Here and there, everyone have long play characters. Okay, did you play any of those other TSR based 80s games like Boot Hill, Gangbusters, Star Frontiers, and that kind of stuff? Gamma World. Aiden Shark, it's okay. We're all just we just shoot the shit on this channel. I'm a super slow painter because I talk a lot. So, yeah. But Greg, did you play those kind of games too? I'm longing for an old Gamma World set to replace the one I had when I was 12 years old in 1982 or whatever. But I don't know if we'll get that or not. Nothing in that. No, Gamma, I heard about. No, I didn't play her. It's in TMT. Oh, you did play. Okay. What's TMNT? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm guessing. Okay, now I'm gonna take a gray. vortex shaking my gray right now. Aiden Shark, what's your what rule set do you use? And tell us a little bit about your homebrew world. I find homebrew, I could never make a homebrew world. It's far too complicated. I prefer to use the base given me by Greyhawk, in particular, published campaign settings. Actually, I'm dry brushing this, so let me go over here. Okay. Bit of dry brush. Bit of hard dry brushing. Back. Fuck, I took him off the stand. Okay, Christ. This may be a crisis. It's maybe a crisis only because now I have to figure out how to fix this guy back onto this base. Might have to move on a different mini altogether. I know! He fucking came right off the thing. God damn it. He's obviously just glued. I thought he was more like... I didn't know he was just glued to that base. I thought he was kind of more seriously affixed. So, let me do some damage control here. He looks pretty good, though. Anyways. Alright. Let me set him there. Crap. We may have to do a different mini tonight, but we'll see how it works out. Leave that brush there. Take a sip of beer to calm myself. I think I will have to have some super glue right here I can use. But it's actually... Oh, no, I can't. I can use it. I may really have to pause and do a different mini for a sec. This super glue is so crap. It's holy shit. I almost got my fingers stuck to it. God damn it. Gotta be careful. Okay. Far out. Okay, this is totally effed. Okay, so there he is on his base. I'm gonna have to kind of put him aside for a moment. I'm gonna black paint now another one of these goblin miniatures I have while that guy dries. All right. Just so you know, I've got a million of these things. Check out this guy. This guy's a... Yeah, Ainjark, tell us about yourself there. But you got, so, base 5e combat. Okay, this guy's really complicated. He's... Yeah. Well, he's a standard bearer, that's for certain, but... Right. I'll paint this guy in black too. Well, I have it, okay? And then we'll see if I can See if I can glue my fingers to myself. Working on the story and world building. Okay. I'm gonna put that one aside. Maybe I won't do this one. I'll do one I can actually. Well, whatever. This guy's kind of cool. I'm gonna black paint this guy. Right, so not very exciting painting. Vortex shaker though. Story and world building. Well, I don't know what actual question I asked. I was just wondering to tell us about your homebrew world. What's its kind of characteristics? High fantasy, low fantasy, medieval, blah blah blah. I mean, only to the degree you want to. Honestly, it doesn't really. Yeah, there's another Grey League auto advert. Right. Okay, now while that model, while one model dries, the glue on it dries, we'll do a different model here. Any chance you want to play on Sunday, Grey League? I mean, won't. I mean, can. The better question, I guess. I know you want to. Although it's also kind of hard to have detailed conversations when you're texting. I'm talking voice and you're text, and you're right. I realize that, so don't over worry it. Diadems, chime in if you can or want to. Like this guy's standard is kind of on a tree branch. I can tell by looking at it closely. Nice. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. It could be like we're playing because we do have me, Sam, Patricia, and Alex, and so we got 3 out of 4, and someone, one of those 3 will play Brimble. I think Andy is still in Europe, so or he's coming back shortly. So you can play the Gnome Illusionist if you show up. If you don't, that's fine. We'll carry on. So just yeah. If you show up, great. If you don't, I understand. Gosh, so I gotta be careful dry brushing this guy. I might be painting this guy tonight instead of the other guy. I don't know if he will dry sufficiently. I'm looking at him there. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay though. I've been away for 4 weeks plus. Not plus. 4 weeks or so. Just feels good to get back into it. Mm-hmm. This guy's cool. He's got 2 swords tied to his back. Okay, yeah, give it to him. I can show Bib Dolly if you want. Sure. Just type it in. That's fine with me. I've been a sounding board for world development on this. I have to admit though, I myself, it seems to me that people who are world developers, well, so much time can be spent on world development. I'm sure you'd agree, right? And I kind of take the sly flourish, lazy DM approach in that let your players world build. For world building, I would start with just the town they're in. And then as the players move through the world, you build what's necessary, right? Because otherwise, it seems to me you could world build forever and never be done. And so it might be hard to like come to a point where you say, okay, now I've done enough where I can start playing. I don't know. Do you find that to be the case, Aiden Shark? Is it difficult to know when to stop and actually just start playing the game? I ask in all honesty, because I am not a world builder. No, I'd say I'm a world builder. But I build a world based off a published setting, Greyhawk. And I flesh it out. As does Grey League as well. It does the same thing. Okay. There's the second model painted anyways. Yeah, it could just be forever. I mean, you could, and some people just enjoy that. They enjoy world building. And of course, that's a legitimate enjoyment, right? I'm going to mute and hair dry this guy too. Aiden Shark, when you type you sent it in chat, what do you mean? Do you mean as a whisper? I don't know exactly what you mean by, I don't know, on my Discord? What do you mean when you say you sent it in chat? Oh, diadems, I know what you mean. I mean, players in general don't care about lore, right? Twitch chat. Jeez. I'm sorry, bastards indeed. Total blast, bastards. Aiden Shark, I don't understand what you mean by Twitch chat. I am not a proficient streamer. So it's not you, it's me, all right? You can just type portions of it right into the stream chat right here if you like. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's I mean, Diadems knows. I mean, you both know this. Players are, they don't, they're not. Yeah, my players aren't into lore. No players are into lore. DMs are into lore. you know, um, I will say, Sam, one of my players, he is probably the person who's most into lore. So he actually will, between sessions, because he's talked to me about it, he will have looked something up, like looked up, the elven gods, or looked up, a little bit on, and he actually kind of asked me first, like, can I look this stuff up? He doesn't want to like spoil the story, so to speak. You might find that kind of strange, Grayly, but it's true. And I tell him, yeah, no, look up all this stuff. It doesn't, what you read might not be what happens in our story, kind of thing. So, yeah, he's not like looking up modules, adventures, but looking up elven gods or the dim forest or something like that. So he probably is the person who's most into lore, but he's barely into lore. I know that's just the lore's the coolest part for me. He said in Discord. Thanks for that follow, Aiden Shark. Thank you. In Discord, okay. Shoot, so gosh, where in Discord, man? I think it's yeah, okay, exactly. So in the mini pictures chat, perhaps. No, I don't see it there. Sorry. Again, I'm not super proficient. So it's not you, it's me. Yeah, I'm not very good at this stuff. Okay, this guy is painted his. Now I'm gonna do light gray on this guy. Yeah, I can still use this. Mm-hmm. It's really light gray. Now I've got these two guys who've kind of grayed up. Now I'm gonna put some white on them. Then we'll decide who to paint. Right? So leave that there. Okay. Cool, Grayleg. If you in the Discord, in that Arhmin's old school Discord, if you just tell me where you put it, I don't know where. Perhaps it can go in. Geez, there's a text chat. Does that work? And can anyone go there? I think so. There is just under chat, there's a text chat channel. That should be possible. And again, I do apologize. It's just not my forte. Okay, now I'm gonna use some white on these guys. I'm gonna okay. Thank you. Using my vortex shaker on my white. part of the West Coast you from, Aiden Shark? Like I said, I'm from Seattle there originally. I've just lived in New Zealand for about 15 years. Before that, I lived in the UK and London for 5 years or so. So I haven't lived in the US for a long time. Before that, I lived in Hawaii for 15 years. So I haven't lived in the mainland US for a long, long time. Most of my life. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, now we're gonna do some white. And this is gonna be this is gonna be just a top dry brush. Okay, there's that guy. Hey, Trish Talker. Yeah, what up? What's that painting? Some marking relief. Oh my goodness. I keep looking because I go on the 108 page, and I don't see the number of essays to mark going down at all. So I'm like, what are those clowns doing? Yeah. Oh really? Oh great. That sounds great. Canvas is broken. I thought Nick was saying something about that, so geez, please get it fixed before I come online to grade stuff. To mark stuff. Man. Okay. One of those weeks. We got these two guys. These two goblin guys are now ready for some amount of painting. Getting paint and super glue all over myself. God. Surprised I'm not the one with my hands stuck to my face at this point. Yeah, some paint is nice. I know I keep saying this, Trish Talker, but one of these days we'll have a painting session. I'm sorry, one day we will. Let me clean up these paint brushes. These dry brushes, really. Hey, Azzy Haven. Azzy Haven. Haven. Then I'm going to go get another beer. And then we'll start painting these guys proper after just having kind of prepped them here with this black and white dry brush stuff. We got a new I've been alright. Little painting session. So I've been away for a while, you might know, and overseas for 2 weeks, basically 10 days, and got back a couple days ago, and so back to the Wednesday night New Zealand mini painting stream, and this Sunday we'll be back as well to the Sunday midday New Zealand time live D&D around the table in our Greyhawk based campaign, of which Trish Talker is a member, a player, playing Ravine. And you can look at our Greyhawk based campaign if you go to this World Anvil site. So Aiden Shark, you might like to look at this too. All of my campaign stuff is there. So there's character summaries, including Trish Talker's player character Ravine. You are going to deeper into some. Yeah, you're right. We're going to start with a battle against Fomorians, right? That's the very first thing. So we left off last time with the battle's just about to start. So we'll do that battle, and then you guys will explore the caverns some more. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I assume will take place. It's an open world in D&D, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to get a beer, and I'll come right back, and we'll start one of those guys properly. Indeed, if you survive. We'll be right back. Hey, Trish Talker. Quick question. Sorry. I emailed Mon a couple days ago and he hasn't responded. Just assume he's around, right? Have you run into him lately? This guy's a really cool looking mini. Look at that. Come on, focus. Goblin Standard Bearer. That guy's cool. He's got like a mace thing, which I think it's a hand grenade actually. Super complicated. Okay, overseas. I'm sorry, Azehaven. No, I don't. I'm not in the military. I think overseas is New Zealand is a term Kiwis use. Yeah, it's a term Kiwis use. So I used to work for the military as a civilian, but no. So yeah, Kiwis when they say overseas, they mean not Australia, and they mean not the Pacific Islands, right? If a Kiwi's going to Samoa, they say going to the islands. If they're going to Australia, they say going to Aussie. Anywhere else, you're going overseas. Yeah. But definitely not. But AZ, I'm an American too. I grew up, the first 20 years of my life I lived in the States. Then I moved away. But yeah, so I don't know. But Trish Talker, who's native born New Zealand, Kiwi. Isn't that true for me to use the word overseas? That refers to anywhere but the islands or Aussie. I don't know why I use that term. Poured a beer here for myself. Behemoths. What's this one called? Getting Busy IPA. That's fair. I mean, I was in Rome. I have to say, I was in Rome, Italy. That's where I was for 10 days. Passing through Singapore. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I mean, of course, also I speak a combination of Kiwi, British, and American English. Huh. No, but Trish Talker, so I was there for a European Archaeology Association meeting, and there was a session titled something like that, like all roads lead to Rome sometimes, or something like that. Yeah, so there was a couple session titles which played on that. God, the session I was in, was much more boringly titled. All the roads lead to Rome. What's that from? That must be Shakespeare, right? What anime has the worst ending? Okay, you're outside my comfort zone. Trish Talker, do you have an answer there? I'm an old man. I haven't watched much anime in my life. Honestly. I guess I'm going to paint this guy tonight for a bit. Instead of this guy. They got like different size heads, these guys. Hexed RP. Hey! Hexed RPG, is that God, what's your alter ego? Is that Leo? It is. So you have a new, do you what's the name you used to go by? Was like the German U-boat commander? What's his name? Von Luckner, thank you. That's it, Von Luckner. So everyone, so anyways, AZ Haven has a question on the table about the worst anime ending, which I don't know anything about. Maybe the younger people can answer. But oh, here's okay. And Aiden Shark, are you War God on You Must Be War God on the Discord chat? That's quite an intro. Keep these words in mind. Will you fall to ruin or save humanity? I'm missing some talk. Sorry. I see it now. Aiden Shark. Yeah. I know my daughter, who's 17, could answer that question. But I must admit I'm not very good at it. I don't know what Death Note. I don't know what any of this stuff is. But you guys talk. I'm gonna look for some green paint for my goblin skin. Do you know what that is, Trish Talker? I'm impressed. You knew too. You know also Hexed? Jesus, I'm an old man. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know what people are talking about. I've never watched any of it. Yeah, Hexed. And are you selling any dice lately or what? I've probably seen memes of it. Okay. I do my best to stay off the internet as much as possible. Okay, this guy's all doesn't have much skin here showing on him. Wow. Are you selling? So, Hex, can you send me? Maybe whisper me. God, what do I got going here? Wow. Okay, Diadems. I just seen your chat message. I will. I'll send you. Okay, I'll respond to that. And right on. Hext, if you send me a link and a whisper, I'll put it on the chat here. Although Hext, okay, Von Luckner is a moderator, but Hext is not. So as a moderator, you probably could put a link in the chat, but I don't know if you can, Hext. But for those of you who are watching, Hext makes dice. Beautiful dice. He's made me a set of dice. And I think he would even admit the dice he made me are early versions of his work. So he's gotten better. But Hext made me a set of beer dice. I'm just pulling out some of them here. So dice that look like little glasses of beer. See, they've got foam on top. My beer dice. Here's my D20 beer dice. So these are Hext RPG dice. But I know that can't remember your old login. I know that he would now say his dice now are higher quality. So I got the shit early version. Plot summary for Death Note. Kid with God complex gets the powers of a death god, kills to his fucked up sense of morality, outsmarts the police chief, then the Walmart great value of the police chief, and a Terminator in handwriting, copying on the beat, and the kid's mask. Wow. Oh, those some pretty good early ones. Those beer dice. That's quite a summary, Daisy. War God. Aiden Shark has given a summary of his homebrew RPG game, homebrew D&D game rather, and it's a guest. You are coming to a room, and there's a ruler called Igor and his assistant Merope, and the players look like they will be the ones who either save the world or see it move into ruin, depending on their ability to save it. So that's quite a summary. Right, let me paint the flesh on this guy. Anyways, yeah, if you whisper me or whatevs. I could also do this. I could go there. I'm trying to Hex, do you have a Instagram post up recently? No, I don't see one. I put your Instagram thing on there. But whatevs. Yeah, send it in Discord. The text chat, or tell me where you send it to if you do. Right. Now we're going to move on to some flesh painting of these guys, which I'm never going to get them done. You just DM'd me. I don't know what that means, but it's cool. Okay, I see there. There we are. Here is Hexed RPG's dice making website, folks. So go check that link out. As the Instagram account for really cool dice that Hexed RPG makes. It's funny to look at, because when you look at text messages, DMs on stuff like Discord, you don't talk a whole lot. You get to see, so Hexed RPG and I, the last time we were DMing each other was, well, I guess mid-August? Yeah, mid-August. But you sent me something about an alien, people being interviewed after they saw Alien in 1979. Oh, funny. So one of the party members is in a dream. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, thanks, Aiden Shark. That makes a bit of sense. Give in some mini paint projects. Yeah, a cleric. Oh, that's what you. Oh, that's for, yeah. Well, we had talked about that. Text about Earthland cleric who's like super neutral, and I think that's a great idea. Who's like is not like your typical like I'm gonna heal the party, but nah, I don't think you deserve it. Oh, you saw Romulus. Okay, it looked the stuff I've seen about Romulus made it look like it wasn't a total piece of shit. So I might go see it, even though I really disdain movies of all kind. This guy's... Where's this guy's helmet start and his skin begin? I don't know. I think this is it, but it's not terribly easy to figure out. So I'm actually now just starting to paint this guy. We're an hour in. He's getting his first coat of real paint. So he's not going to be finished tonight. So I need my beauty sleep. Leo, how's work going? I ask only because my work, and Trish Talker can deny or confirm it, I'm just super stressed right now on work stuff. So friggin' stressed. I'm dying. And yeah. A pretty good knowledge from Prometheus. It was the close original. And okay, cool. I might have told you this, but I saw the original Alien at the drive-in and in Port Townsend, and I remember just not paying a whole lot of attention because my friend Andrew, his dad, took us, and they had a VW van, and we're running around the drive-in theater, grounds as 10-year-olds, probably 1980 in Port Townsend. As 10-year-olds just running, and we were sitting on top of the van, listening to the microphone for the audio, but then we just like run around the grounds and whatnot to pay whole attention. But that's how I saw Alien at the drive-in theater in 1979 or 1980. Okay, this guy doesn't got a whole lot of skin showing. Hey, your mom. Good to see. I've been away for a while, your mom. So we're back to painting now. I was away overseas in Italy. AZ. I was a contract employee with the U.S. military just for a year. I had kind of a crazy job. I was an excavator. I was a forensic archaeologist excavating MIA crash, kind of like airplane crash sites and other MIA locations in Vietnam, North Korea, Laos, places like that. So I work with military units as a civilian. So I know some of that lingo. But that was a long time ago. Different world. Really. Different crazy world. I did not watch the debate. I think I was teaching class today during the debate time, but I typically don't watch that stuff because it makes me cringe so hard I can't stand it. But Loki was watching it earlier tonight. She was watching it, while we're making dinner. She had it on the TV, so to speak, the iPad stuff, and but I read the quick New York Times summary, and it looks like Kamala pretty much did what was required. And I did listen to a bit because Loki had it on, and God, just Trump's response is just fucking incoherent gibberish. I know, I saw that too. I did see that. I read that too in the New York Times stuff that Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala. God, just insanity. Total insanity. I don't know. It doesn't. So I think most objective measures, it would be that Kamala Harris, quote unquote, won the debate, whatever that means. But I just don't. I really don't know if it matters. If anything, I just don't. It's still so close when it should be. I don't know, bird of the year. That's awesome. It's so close in the U.S. and obviously by any objective measure it shouldn't be, right? And because of that, anything can happen. And so I just kind of brace for a Trump victory. Right? I mean, yeah. Voting for Bird of the Year. So, yeah, I can't watch that stuff. It's just too cringy for me. I'm just like, I lose my mind watching it. So, okay, so all I've done right now is gotten this guy's skin done. Looks pretty good though. I might do the other guy's skin because I got the paint out. So put that down. Bring this guy up into the starter's box there, whatever you call it. So, Leo, where are you going this weekend? Bangmata or something like that? Hey! Diadems? You don't have to do that. Thank you very much. Fang. Okay, yeah, Bangmata, okay. And Diadems, you got all this kind of gifting going on. Well, yeah, I'll respond to that, Diadems. You're texting a bit medium, but I'll respond properly. So kind, so kind. We're getting back into it here. I've got 5 more weeks of, I was about to say balls to the wall teaching. 5 more weeks of horrible teaching to take care of. And then life will be sweet. I'm actually DMing in about 3 weeks' time. Another reason why I'm stressed out. I'm DMing a game, an online game, in Lord Gasumba's virtual Greyhawk Con 5. I've done this before, so I'm DMing a game for that. The game's already sold out. Sorry, those of you who might want to experience my DMing. But that's in about 3 weeks' time. I gotta sort that game out. I really shouldn't be doing. I really should not be doing that. I don't have the time, energy, resources, mental fortitude, all those things. But we don't progress in life without challenging ourselves, right? At least that's what I tell my daughter. Of course, that's kind of, yeah, not real. Diadems, you've been having difficulties getting games going on, so do you ever consider the stuff like Lord Gasumba's virtual cons? Your virtual Greyhawk Con? It's not, I know it's not all West Coast stuff, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's just easy to play, but might be somewhat. What's the kind of, yeah, I know. I mean, like, you know, even like tonight, I'm like, I got so much stuff to do. It's my own fault. I'm so overcommitted in the last like year on so many writing projects. So overcommitted. And you know, right now I should be working on stuff. But I gotta like, God's sakes, I could literally work 24/7, so I gotta kind of force myself to not do that stuff sometimes. This guy's got a spiked Kaiser helmet. So Trish Talker playing in Andy's Thursday games. Do you guys know? Do you know when he's coming back? Like, is he back now? Or is he still in Europa? Oh, still another week. Okay. So he definitely will not. I mean, I'm assuming since he's not responded, he will not be here this Sunday. So we will carry on without him, which is fine. And he would have it that way. Okay, this guy's got like an eye patch on. That's what he's got. Okay, I think we got this guy's skin done. And the other guy's skin done. There we are, these two guys, their skins. In the Lake District, no! Oh, I want to get a picture like that. No, it's nice. Actually, I have a good... Actually, Trish, you would know this person. Her name is Lisa Daniels. She's the professional staff graduate advisor at Institute of Archaeology at UCL. You probably interacted with her before the pandemic. And, yeah, Lisa's from the Lake District. That's where she grew up. Oh god, SAAs will be... Hey, Leo, Hext. Can you, in your position, can you guys go to international conferences? You should, So, Hext, the next SAAs in 2025 is in Colorado, which I'm going. Trish Talker's going. I don't know who else from... Well, Melinda's going. I don't know who else from Auckland's going, but it'll be a fun time. And we'll go to Casa Bonita, right? That's where I demand we go. The Disneyland of Mexican restaurants. Okay, I'm gonna paint this guy a bit more. Join us, Leo. Join us. Okay, this guy. Let's do his helmet. In what kind of color? Or should I do his face more first? I'll do his roby thing. He's green. What bounces off green? Purple bounces off green a little bit. I could do purple and I could do a contrast paint. Something crazy. Just effing crazy like this magenta. It's too crazy. Nasdrag yellow's good. Fresh tear is red. This orange is good always. That, yeah. Oof. Griffhound orange is pretty intense. They're not gonna fund it. Yeah. Hey, how come you didn't go to NZAAs in Nelson this year? I went for the first time in like 5 years. Holy shit. God. I think I've broken my fucking... Okay, no, I didn't break it. Okay. My new vortex shaker. I think I've been complaining about not having forever. Okay. Practice. Let me vortex this thing. Okay. Have to fix that. Oof. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me see if that makes better noise control. Yeah, okay. Jeez. Yes, I finally got a vortex shaker. You left it too late, so you could have gone. You should have gone. You could have helped me with Super Drunken Brendan. BK. BK won the paper award. It was a good paper. That one was better, but whatever. But poor BK got, on the night of the conference dinner, he got so destroyed, trashed. It was shocking. Shocking to me. Maybe not everyone else, but shocking to me. I mean, so trash that on the bus back to the conference center, we get out of the bus and he falls flat on his on the tarmac of the car park and like cracked his head. And I was like, you could hear the crack. I was like, oh my god, BK is dead. BK's gonna die. No, he didn't though. He survived. I need to look at some other models. So just this model. Look at the paints on this model. That's Nazdrag yellow. No. Like Flesh Terrors. An orange maybe. I'm gonna try this orange on his like clothing and see what it looks like, without super committing to it. Do a little bit down here in the corner and just see what it looks like. Yeah, I can dig that. Looks okay. They can't all be the same color, so this is fine. As Loki would say, this is a warm tone, which contrasts with the cool tone of his green flesh. So that's the color of this guy's his little smock there. Well, Trish Talker, I'm happy that the lab worked out at least somewhat as planned. You know, never having designed a lab for this class, and thank you for your help with that. It was just all a big, essentially a crapshoot. I was about to say I had no idea what I'm doing, but, kind of, it's all just an experiment. Is it going to work or not? Is it going to work the way I think it should work, or am I totally living in a fantasy world about how I think things should work? So I'm glad it's worked out. Yeah, there we are. So this kind of paint I'm using, Trish Talker in particular, is a kind of paint that works really well when you have a surface that has kind of blacks and grays and whites for shadows, and it already exists that way. So that's why I set the model up by painting it with these blacks and grays. Then I put this kind of paint over top of that, and it kind of flows into the light and dark areas of the model and kind of almost it brightens and shadows itself. So it's called a contrast paint. It's kind of cheating to get this desired effect, but I prefer to think it's a skill. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see it's wet, so it's not dried up, but you can see it kind of makes different, and it's the same, the skin I painted does the same kind of thing. So his skin is kind of like, you can see on his bicep there, it's kind of light and dark. And that's a characteristic of the paint itself that does that, if you prep the surface correctly. So it kind of helps mediocre mini painters like myself to make things look better. The other ways you do that are some more complicated techniques called blending, layering. That's what mini painters call it, but takes skill. If you want to, actually, not that any of us are this good, but there's a really cool book. I actually have it. I might go get it and just show you in a second. There's a cool book. There's a series of like a movie and or a world called Dinotopia. Does that ring a bell? And the artist who has created that world is a fantasy painter whose name I forget. And okay, Trish Dark, you know it, so let me go get this book real fast. Be right back. Sorry. Hey, cafe. It's this guy. James Gurney in this book, Color and Light. For some mini painters, this is like a Bible of how you paint miniatures, because it all is, as it says, color and light. It's about, and his paintings are insane. It's like that. The way he uses color and light to make things just come alive. And so many painters that talk to or whatever say, this guy, you follow this guy's techniques and just memorize what he does. This is how you make miniatures look real. By trying to figure out where light's coming from. I'm trying to find some of his good pictures. I mean, the whole thing is incredible. Just look at the pictures. These are all his paintings. And they look like photographs of stuff. I'm trying to find one in particular that I really like. It's a painting of an astronaut with light coming behind him. And so the guy's just glowing. Anyways, let's talk to Cafe de Marballs. Hey, Cafe. Yeah, James Gurney. He has to set the standard for miniature painting. But miniature painters know his work because miniature painting, right, is all about tricking the eye. Painting the miniature so that there's a light source from a certain direction, and that makes it look alive. If it's highlighted and shadowed, as if it's a real thing. And that's what that guy James Gurney does. Cafe de Marballs. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I should get more of those kind of books. They're really fun to look at. Another guy. Oh god, there's I'll make another book. Hold on. You could also say this guy, Sorolla, who's a Spanish painter. I like getting. So this is a Soroya exhibition at the National Portrait Gallery in London a couple years ago. I was at. This guy Soroya. So his is also famous for his use of light. And I'm trying to find some of his famous paintings. But yeah, he's his use of light. He's really famous for that. They get pictures. There's lots of. I mean, you can go through this book forever. Even this one. This is kind of crazy, naked boys on the beach. The way he uses whites to, depict slanting sunlight, that kind of stuff. But Soroya, very famous master painter. Anyways, cafe. No, just how are you doing, cafe? It's been a long time. Yeah, how's the Perth community? How's the basketball leagues? Multiple leagues. Leagues. Sorry, I'm being a jerk, but whatever. I gotta pull this guy off the stand so I can get into little bits and bobs and pieces here. Yeah, cafe, tell us what's up. You're awesome. I'm sorry. No problem. No problem. Yeah, give us an update, Marbles. Oh, good. Want to get to apply for PhD extension this week. Jesus. Are you still? I know life's busy. I understand. Are you still paying fees, dude? Are you supposed to suspend? You're freaking Neural out. Neural's like, is he suspended yet? Is that? I wonder if that's his skin. I'm talking to my guy here. Holy shit. So, B-ball with South America on Tuesday nights. Your best player's visa ran out, so you're now losing. That's funny. I mean, come on, that's kind of funny. You're not their best player, Cafe? So is that his skin, I wonder? I should make it his skin right there. You're forced. What time is that? 4 hours behind, so it's just gone 5 o'clock for you. Is that right, Cafe? Oh, but yeah, I figure stuff out. Dude, I don't know. Like, is it fair to say you're overcommitted? And I'm overcommitted. I feel I'm so overcommitted right now. So perhaps that's just one way to think about it. You're just overcommitted. Recognize that and move through the easy tasks first. Get the easy wins. Take care of those tasks. Mark them off. Remove them from the to-do list. As Nick Malone talks about, move the football down the field a little bit every day. That's what you got to think about. Moving the football down the field. Because right now I'm overwhelmed with too many commitments that are nobody's fault but my own. Stuff for the South American, stuff for the Brazilian work, stuff for Samoa work. I promised to do a paper for the Journal of Samoan Studies with Dion. Gotta get that done. I got stuff with Seth. Fucking Seth. Yeah. Yeah. Just work on moving the football down the field a little bit every day. God, it's fucking hard though. Okay, yeah. Use my new vortex shaker right now. Yeah, you know, it is. I mean, right now I got really a paper with Seth, a paper with Dion, a paper with my Brazilian colleagues, which are all pretty much due right now. And, it's my work that needs to be done on it. So Friday I might try to work on the Dion paper. Because Seth's good enough that I know I can tell him, Seth, I'm freaking out. I need another 2 weeks kind of thing. So I might do that. But it's the bad thing is letting down colleagues, right? That's what always stresses me out. Like, letting down my colleagues because my own stupid overcommitments. It's. But I think people understand. I even had like a review, an article review, which was due, and I did it while I was in Rome, and it was like 2 months late for archaeological dialogues, and I finally submitted to the editor, and I was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I just really overcommitted and screwed this up, and not my finest hour. So my apologies. But she was like, don't worry, happens to the best of us. It does. Okay. So this guy's green skin there I'm going to get. And then maybe his face. God, yeah. What's to do on this guy? And I can highlight that thing right there. It's like yeah. So yeah, so just doing this guy here. Doesn't want to focus. There we are. So his face got his tongue sticking out. Just painted his whatever that is, robe, his bathrobe. But nothing else on there. But I will paint it. It's I want to get knock out some highlights on his bathrobe. So I might do that right now. Gosh. Yeah. Super hard. There's these little things right here. Hmm. Yeah, stand. Friday morning cafe. Yeah, I can do that. Just you and me. Yeah. Oh, so that works for me. Burke. Hmm. 10 a.m. your time. Friday morning can do. 10 a.m. my time. God. If you're can someone send me an email about that? So I fucking remember. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm focusing. No, D&D last weekend. I got back. Yeah, I got back on Thursday night, late. Friday I got back from Rome, and Alex couldn't go, so it was just like gonna be like me, Trish Talker, and Sam. Andy's in Europe right now, in the UK, so yeah, can't pull it off. And so, but we should be playing this Sunday. I know we are playing this Sunday, so you can come by then. Okay, this guy's smock is done. I guess I'm gonna do his belt now. Okay, that middle sash. What bounces off? Cafe, earn your keep. What bounces off orange? Green and blue. So I'll do a bluish belt. Super dark blue belt. Let me dark sea blue, which I always like. Yeah. That'll be his belt sashy thing. Or should I do a really light brown? Brigadine brown? That's too dark. That's a new color for me. I could try that. Yeah, I'll try that. Here's my. I'm using my vortex shaker right now. I'm gonna get my last beer in a second. Only been doing this for an hour and 42 minutes. Just so stressed lately. God, everything to me seems like interminably long. Let's see what this brown looks like on this belt. What's that? Yeah, I should be doing, okay, pulling towards myself. Oh my god, Cafe. The uni drama is off the effing charts. I don't know if you know, but the Faculty of Arts is being amalgamated into a giant super faculty with education, social work, and CHI, Creative Arts Industries, into one giant super faculty. And that begins January 1st, 2025. It's just a constant effing shit show. Still, of violent upheaval and change in terms of teaching, and it's non-stop. It's really unbelievable. Actually, the curriculum transformation project has been temporarily halted after a rebellion in Senate. And Senate is the body of professors and some non-professorial elected members that advises council and the vice chancellor. So council is they're the people who run the university. Of course, they're just business people and ministerial appointees these days, with very little actual professorial representation. Jennifer Curtin is the elected representative. A professor is on council. She's awesome. But so, council are like what is it like? Somebody St. John is the head of council. He's like one of the richest CEOs of New Zealand. He's Fisher and Paykel or something like that. So knows fuck all about how a university works. He's our head. Yeah, and so it's just constant churn of stupidity. Yeah, so that hasn't changed. That's the same. That's fun. Dawn, yeah, God, it's just of course, when she first started, I was like, "This is great." It'd be refreshing change to have a woman vice chancellor. She's been horrible. Horrible. Nothing to do with being a woman, of course. She's just a horrible person. Yeah, it's just, you're glad you're in Aussie. New Zealand's coming apart at the seams. just, yeah. Whatever. Okay. This back belt, I've done that. I'm going to do a bit of his leg stuff here. Then I'll get my last beer. Then we'll roll on to some more stuff with him. How's Julie doing, man? She alright? Are you gonna be here for Christmas? Cafe? In New Zealand for Christmas or no? Of course, it'd be great to see if you were. I'm gonna do his boots just to get some of these big pieces done on this guy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in 1 minute, maybe a minute and a half. Eurobound. You're. Oh my God. So okay, Julie's gonna be in NZ, but you're going to Malta. Fuck for Liam. Our Liam. What's Liam's surname? God damn it. Our little Liam. This is my dessert beer to end the night with. This is a Behemoth Triple Chocolate Stout. Actually, I have a beer in the primary downstairs. I need to check on the... Hey, John's here. Avec du with me. It's Havadon. Everything's well, going well. I'm quickly checking the current specific gravity and temperature of my beer downstairs. Modern science here. I can look at my current gravity is 1.017. Current temp, jeez. The temp's coming down now. It's 22. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Nice. So, you know, with this, I have a Wi-Fi hydrometer temperature analyzer that floats within the beer in my primary fermenter downstairs in the basement in my fermenting fridge, and it sends, you know, specific gravity and temperature data wirelessly to my app so I can track how my beer is doing on my phone. That's the modern world. Liam McDonald, thank you, McDonald. How you doing, John's here? I've never been to Malta. There's a lot of archaeology on Malta. Why is he getting? Is his fiance Maltese? Is that what you call him from Malta? There's a lot of archaeology in Malta, and a lot of it's been studied by a guy named John Robb, who I met him when I was at UCL. He was kind of a dick, but whatever. Self-entitled post-processionalist. I'm good, John Sear. I was away in Italy for about 10 days. So that's and had a lot of stuff to do before and after. So I've had no streams for about 3 weeks now. But I'm back in New Zealand at home. Back to our Wednesday night mini painting stream. We'll be back to our Sunday D&D game this week, Sunday midday. So kind of North American Saturday night. We'll be back to there as well. So all's good. We're back in business. Okay, he's got that thing going on. Yeah, the excuse. Totally Malta. Totally. There's that strappy thing. What's that? Okay. I gotta. I'm looking at his stuff here. And it's okay. What color is that going to be? Is it just black? Maybe it's just black. He is a friggin' goblin after all. Tucci. How's your gaming been, John Sear? Newbie, it says 10-10. Oh, okay, so that's good. That's positive strokes. Newbies know what they're talking about. They don't have any preconceived notions. If a newbie in your game says 10 out of 10, then that's something to celebrate, I say. This is really difficult. This guy's got lots of... This guy's not the easiest guy to paint. Well, I pull that, haven't kicked him out, so... Okay, I'll put the ratings. So is he not a good player? Is he a jerk? I'll put the ratings. That's kind of funny. I think I'm going to paint this guy's shield in this kind of bronzy stuff I have. This metallic-y stuff I got. And then we'll see what else I can do. With it. Okay. So there's some hardware I gotta deal with here. Maybe I'll put some, not copper. I'll use some old gold or just some natural steel. And I'll use this rough iron for his shield. Because I have another guy. This is the first of this goblin crew that I painted. Okay, so this guy, I painted him before I went to Italy. And so he's kind of the model for color scheme. And we'll see if I can, you know, I don't want to make it everything too crazy. He's a good player, but he's 15, likes to make sexy jokes here and there, and then when he wants to focus, he focuses, but he's... Okay. Okay, is he a boy? I guess so you say he. 15-year-old boys, in general, are pieces of shit, right? Come on. So hopefully, he's learning. I mean, come on. I was a 15-year-old boy. I was a piece of shit. Maybe not a piece of shit, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah. Hopefully, he'll, you know, whatever. All I know is I have a daughter. And I remember, I always, when I was considered having a child, I wanted a girl. So I remember, like, being at the playground or whatever, as an adult, and you see the little kids, and, like, the little girls are always playing nicely together, and they're, like, making patty cakes and playing with their dolls, and the boys are literally throwing dog shit at each other, you know. And I thought, I don't want the dog shit thrower. Right? I mean, come on, who wants that? I think I was responsible 15-year-old too. I mean, I say that I was the exception to the rule, but whatever. We probably all think that about ourselves. But yeah. I was a good kid, though. Ask my mom. Really, ask her. She'll tell you the truth. Yeah, ask Grandma. I was an angel. A fucking angel straight from heaven. That's a Raised in Arizona quote. Angel straight from heaven. Get a Grandma Rose. That's a good grandma name. Okay, so this guy, that belt stuff is kind of done, although not very well. I could do some, and I gotta do the shield. And I'm able to do the shield right now because it's kind of fun. Where's my bronze? I got it here. My rough iron to use my vortex shaker I got right here. I'm gonna do this. So rough iron is the shield. It's rough iron. So all these guys will have some aspect of this color on them that tie them together. All these goblins. I was adopted by two grandmas that always spend their time together. Gonna have to eat. So Linda, like her, hates me. Rose lets me pick up. God, that's funny. So you have one grandma that hates you, one grandma that loves you. Interesting, John's here. Interesting. I have a couple friends that have two moms, and a couple friends that have two dads. So is my daughter, really. Maybe it's a bit more common these days. For that to be common knowledge. That's what I mean to say. Okay, yeah, this guy's bronze, his rough iron shield there, which will yes, don't choose the wrong grandma. Yeah, exactly. If I talk to one of your grandmas, you're a piece of shit. The other grandma, you can do no wrong. The worst thing ever happened to grandsons. Okay. Where's the shield? Alright, folks. I got another beer to drink still. So we're still painting. And this guy here, yeah, that guy. All these little goblins. My mom, your mom was adopted, friendly adoption. My mom had a child out of wedlock when she was like 17 in the 1950s and gave him up for adoption. Literally went to like proverbial live with the aunt in the countryside when she was a 17 or 18-year-old and had this child. This is in New York City in the 50s. And later in life, this person she gave up for adoption, this child, found her via a detective agency. And so my half-brother and reunited with my mother and myself and my brother, my full brother, my other siblings. And he was obviously my brother. And we looked very much alike, and he also looked like my full brother Tony. Yeah. Unfortunately, this man, Andy, He died of cancer. Within 10 years or so of actually me first meeting him. But yeah, it was a total friendly, wonderful reunion. And, you know, he was raised well. He was raised with a great family, an adopted family. And it was very fun to meet him. And, yep, that was all very good. Okay, so I gotta get, that's gonna have to be metal or leather. That's leather. There's those pieces, which are different kinds of metal, maybe? Yeah. We'll make them metal. Well, I actually gotta wait till it dries more. All those rivets. Those straps, I'll put some kind of tan. How to see this kind of hair? Medium brown. My favorite tans. My vortex shaker. I don't think I'll finish this guy tonight. Not very fast. So I got all these partially done guys. I don't know when I'm gonna finish this guy because I'll finish him next week on Wednesday. I'm not gonna have any time to actually do mini painting. Well, let me rephrase that. I need to use my time differently. Just 4 or 5 days and not use it mini painting. Got lots of other stuff to do. So I'll do that other stuff. And then mini painting will just have to wait until next week, Wednesday. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get some, yeah. Get down there, can I? Yeah, kind of, I guess. That's good enough. That's all we're gonna get. That's all we're gonna get from that. Coach's helmet be? I might do his rest of his face because that's kind of a cool part. Get that done. I might right now. Because I got it. Do these little pieces on his shield. There's the shield pieces. Maybe I'll There's a bunch of rivets on his shield. Maybe I'll do them in a different kind of, maybe copper or something like that. I don't know. But I really should also kind of, I think, put Nora on this. Darken it up. Oh, family's home. I can hear them come in. Loki went to go pick up Lily from dance. So yeah, this guy. I should maybe paint this little gauntlet thing here in silver. That'd be good to keep it all within the paint family. This thing here. And I got that. This thing done. So gauntlet and some silver. Yeah. Right. That's good. That's good. Just a 2 isn't a 0. Right now, copper or those little rivets. Maybe this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use copper. Those little rivets and see. It's like I use my vortex shaker though. Yep. It's vortex shakering. I can show you how it looks like. See this little thing right there. Vortex, the new vortex shaker. Right. I hope it does a good job. I think it does. Okay. Gosh, copper dots. It kind of works. Side 2. Yeah. All right.
It's fine.
Okay, his helmet. Maybe I'll do his helmet in gunmetal blue. Thanks for joining. This is our normal Wednesday night mini painting stream. Been away for a few weeks in Italy for work and play. So now just getting back into it. We have a goblin here. One of many goblins we have to work on. And he's one of a set. Here's an earlier painted one. Yep, so we're just moving through the goblins really slowly, ever so surely. And yeah, there he is. Now I won't do is in gunmetal blue. I'll do it in dark sea. No, I can't do dark sea blue. It's because plate mail metal. That's a new one. Maybe I'll try plate mail metal for his helmet. It's kind of letting the paint shaker do its work on this thing. Then we'll use the plate mail metal on its helmet. Let's see what it looks like. What's it look like compared to... Okay, this is a tiny different color metal. Then we'll do his helmet with this stuff here. Just a helmet. And let's see what else we need to do here. I mean, lots, but I'm just gonna look at do immediately. I think I will do some Known oil on his various bits and bobs. And also some Agrax or shade as well. So okay, there's Agrax and there's Known. Agrax first because I'll use the Agrax on the browns. The shield does need some wash. And here we are. Better. Some brown wash on this belt here. Maybe I'll do brown washing all this shit on him. Yeah, I think that's good, better actually. He's a goblin after fucking all. Right? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Dotams, good night, man. Thanks again for your resub. You never have to do that, but I appreciate it. And I'll answer your question that you sent on the DM for certain. Before I close up tonight, I'll answer that. Okay. Cafe, I'm still planning the conference in Samoa in Feb. I simply haven't moved anything more forward than last time we talked about it. So I really have to nail stuff down in the next month, I guess. Yeah. But they're all fucking. I talk with Dion mostly with the folks in Samoa, but they're all over the place there. Well, primarily Taiao is, right? But yeah, it's difficult to know what to do, you know. But I am still planning. No oil. Things here. His helmet. This wrist collar thing. Okay, now what can I do? Immediately, his boots. Those boots, and then it'll be his boots and the halberd thing he's carrying. So that's most of the stuff blocked out. I haven't done his face really, but boots. Black is too easy. Some kind of brown. Dark red? Red leather boots? Why not? Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't I? Vortex shaker. So, it's kind of dark red boots, this guy. Jeez. That's dark red. What's this color here? Black red. Who's black red? Black red in my pancake shaker. Shaking my paint. Black red boots. That works. Put some black soles on them, specifically. Woof. This red paint is not really doing it. Strangely. It's like I'll do multiple layers of this stuff. Not terribly normal. Need to look better. It's big red boots. Get rid of the boots. I think I'll use some Nolan on those guys. Yeah. I might use my hairdryer really fast to dry them, so I'm gonna mute. And now another coat. It looks really strange, though. I need some white on that. What's looking like? I'll take this right here, actually. This is a little Kaiser spike. So what else can we do with this guy tonight still? His boots, yeah, his boots need to be... There's a bunch of options for his boots there. Actually, I use my smaller brush for this. I guess I'm gonna take some. Do I have any? Yeah, there's carbon crimson on that stuff. That's what it is. Okay. Still need to do multiple aspects of this guy, including his face. Maybe I can do his face right now, though. So I want to do his face. I need to get some this plague bearer flesh on the palette. And then lighten up a touch. Get his nose involved in it. Right, like this. His ears right here. There. His cheekbones. Do his bicep things here. I want to put his ears be a little pinkish. How can I do that? Just that little dab in there like this. All I need, a little pink in his ears. God, like a little yellow in his teeth, yellow in his eyes. His teeth and his tongue, my God. Okay, his tongue. Big red tongue, obviously. So red tongue, some white teeth, yellow eyes. I might make his nose pinky too, actually. That's a good idea. I should just made his boots black. Maybe I still will. Make his nose kind of pinky. This, just a little tiny bit on the end, right? Like that, yeah. That's all I need. That was tongue. I'll do this in Cardboard Crimson too. I'm happy. It's not a very good job. It's not a very good paint. His teeth. I need yellow or something. His teeth. Teeth would be gross. I'll put Reekland flesh shit on them to make them gross. Its eyeballs yellow. Yeah, everybody's yellow eyeballs. Do this wrong. Yellow eyeballs. Reekland flesh shade. That. His teeth in a second. Got his spear. Maybe I'll finish this guy just really quickly. And then I can do his boots thing. His boots are horrible. Let me dab some eyeballs in there. God, they're so small. His eyeballs are nothing. Okay. Reekland. For his teeth. Because they're gross. Got black people in each eye. And then his spear. Black people, I will use my brush. Just stab people in there. Yeah. We don't look too closely. Looks okay. His eyeballs there, his mouth, his teeth, his tongue. Little tiny bit of lighter tongue color on the tip. Just gonna do this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. There we go. And looks pretty good there. His face. Oh, face close up. Yeah. His face looks pretty good. Now this spear. But you know what? I might actually save the spear for another day. I might call it a night, just so I can get some shut-eye. Ugh. As I yawn. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna finish this guy, but I'll finish him next Wednesday, and I'll be able to start another guy next Wednesday too. Finish him, start a new guy. Get him really nicely done, so he can stand next to his comrade there. God, they have different sized heads. Do that. I might see who we could raid into. It's been a long time. Got Synchron Sprecher, German guys. That's the most exciting. Esmeralda, it's been a long time. Dice Legends, there. Just that's a repeat because too late for them. Oh, my bones. If we go into Esmeralda in the UK, she did some painting. I'm kind of tired. I might just call it a night and not raid. Do that maybe next time. But this guy got a lot done on him, and the other guy will finish him next Wednesday, I promise. But tonight we'll call it a night. Thank you very much for all being here. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be back into the mini painting scene, and I'll see you Sunday, New Zealand midday for Sunday D&D. All right? Okay. Should raid? Maybe I should do bit. Okay. We will raid. We'll raid into Esmeralda. Okay. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you soon.